When one of us is suffering, we all feel pain. When one of us is stumbling, we fall again and again. All of us are slaves until all of us are free. Everyone needs sanctuary. When some of us go hungry, all of us can't eat. When words don't mean enough to us, we pray with our feet. We pray for the dreamers who pray for you and me. We can be their sanctuary. So let us set a table wide and long, where everyone has plenty and everyone belongs, where everyone agrees to disagree. Underneath this canopy, I will be a shelter open on all sides. I will take you in and stand by your side, no matter where you come from or where you'd rather be. I will be your sanctuary.
I thank you for my life, body and soul. Help me realize I am beautiful and whole. I'm perfect the way I am, and a little broken too. And I will live each day as a gift I give to you. not repeat the mistakes of past generations. May we, the children of the world, find a new way of living. May we, the children of the world, use our energy and optimism. May we, the children of the world, have a new vision for this planet. May we, the children of the world, live in harmony with you, your creation, and each other. Children of the world, not repeat the mistakes. Free us from the traps of old arguments and ancient battles. May we, the children of the world, find a new way where the riches of some are not at the expense of others. May we, the children of the world, use our energy and optimism. Overcome the barriers and fences of the past. May we, the children of the world, have a new vision for this planet. So that we waste less and save more. May we, the children of the world, live in harmony with you, your creation, and each other. On the day you'll be one, and your name will be one. On the day you'll be one, and your name will be one. On the day, children of the world, may we, on the day, children of the world, and your name, may we, on the day, children of the world, and your name, may we, on the day, children of the world, and your name, may we, children of the world, be one. May we, children of the world,
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So nice to come together. We're hearing the words and songs from Dan Nichols as we began tonight. You also saw some of the services and programs that are coming up in the future. We hope that you can make it and join us for those. But for now, we give thanks that we're together, coming together for Shabbat, coming together to find peace in this crazy world right now.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim
We've begun with some singing, and now we need to light the Shabbat candles. I'd like us to go now to one of our board of directors, Farhad Novian, and family to light the candles with us tonight on this Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom! Hey, on behalf of the Novian and McGregor families, we'd love to wish everyone at Temple Emmanuel Shabbat Shalom. Temple Emmanuel is a pillar in our family and in our community, and I'd love to thank Rabbi Aaron, Rabbi Bassin, Rabbi Lotz, and Cantor Lizzie for their spiritual, moral, and religious support during these tough times. And certainly wanted to thank everyone and enjoy your Shabbat. Alex?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Lisa?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
All right, wishing everybody a Shabbat Shalom and enjoy the weekend. Be safe and enjoy your families.
Stay safe and healthy.
Thank you, Temple Emmanuel of Beverly
love
Hills.
you.
We love you.
Yeah,
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you very much, Novian family. We turn now to that time of the week where we leave this week behind and move into next week. Another week, more tragedy. Another week, more hatred. Another week, more sadness. How many anothers will it take before humanity says, enough? Is it the next another? Am I becoming just numb to it all? It's hard enough to live with natural disasters, a pandemic, an earthquake, a hurricane, a fire. How do I live with the gloom of each week, the anticipation of each day, and violence in the streets, and mass killings, and blatant racism and xenophobia? Hatred masks fear and tramples love. Anger masks frustration and crushes compassion. What was once deep down has risen its ugly head with gnashed teeth and blood-filled eyes. I feel like Rebecca, who asked the question, if it is like this, how can I go on? We must go on. We must live. We must take these tragedies and the sadness and the grief, the shock and the horror, and channel it into an energy of goodness. And turn the world, one person at a time, each one of us. Let us reflect once again upon the week that was, another week, another Shabbat, another time that we can regroup, to calm our hearts, to relieve our souls from the attacks upon them. Please take time now to go through your week, to prepare yourselves for Shabbat and the week that will be.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. Let's go, לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולעילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. אורי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצור עולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, פני שבת
As we've come together We move now to that prayer. That brings us together as one. We're asked to listen. So much of the time we spend talking. But if we stop and we listen, pay attention, we can connect ourselves to the world. If we still our mind a little bit, perhaps even still our bodies. If you want to close your eyes and just listen to the sounds around you, whether it's this service or the birds outside or even the cars driving by. It's all a part of the fabric of everything that happens. We acknowledge that with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai We continue with the Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
Let's turn to Micha Mocha and sing for that time when the Israelites were free. Micha Mocha Bailim Adonai, Micha Mocha Neder Bakodesh, Noratei Lo Osei Fele, Osei Fele,
Micha Mocha
As we continue with our service, we think about those people that are ill. We think about those people that need our help. We think about those people who need our energy to help them have strength to get through whatever it is that ails them, whether they need recovery from something in their body or recovery from something in their soul. We want to help everybody that we love get to that point where they are pain-free. So we've reached the Misha Berach blessing. And so if you'd like to start to write names of people that you know need our help, need to know that people are saying prayers for them, you may begin to write them on Facebook or YouTube. And we'll read those names between the first and the second section. So please, you can begin writing them now, and we'll call them out after we sing for our strength.
Schwarzkopf, Seth Kaplan, Paula Hernandez, Steve Gerwider, Catherine Russell, Sandy Fleming, Joe Pagani, Linda Zussman, Brian Zussman, Jerry Zussman, Tony Ogolnik, Tali Rafael Lopez, Anna Carolina Marlene, Ike Silverheart, Ed Silverheart, Howard Silverheart, Christina Silverheart, Denise Wall, Dan Weston, Abel Isaac Shore, Ann Bloxam, Steve Lowenstein, Louis Williams, Chaya Sura Bat Rachel, Leah Hannah, Leah Bat Chaya Sura, Jill Adler Moore, Marlene Wasserman, Darcy Kolstad, Janessa Schwartz, Tyler Dre, Hillary Jordan, Linda Catran, David Zerader, Judith Nissenbaum, Ashwin, Carolyn, we'll call out any more as they come through at the end.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Ken Bruder, Len Muroff, Mark Weiss, Charlotte Sinai,
We've now reached the Amidah, our personal, private prayers. We'll rise together, sing just this first line, and then go quiet with our own personal prayers.
Adonai tzvatai tivtanu There are so many reasons why we need comfort right now. Global pandemic, people being treated unjustly, maybe just personal pain in your heart. And so we'll sing these words, Nachamu, from Isaiah, ancient text, with the beautiful melody by Alana Aaron. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Omar Eloheichem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle in this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle in this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami Yomar Eloheichem.
We turn now to our final prayers. If you would like to start putting in names for Kaddish at this time, whether it is for Shloshim or for the anniversary of a loved one's death, or if you're in the first year after the death of a loved one, please start to put those names up, and we will get to them in just a moment. Now we turn to Aleinu.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצר הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל, Ushchina tuzo begov hemeromim, Hu Eloheinu Einod, Va'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo
Our thoughts now turn to those that have been a part of our lives that we remember on this Shabbat. In a moment, we will be moving to Yizkor. We will remember all of those that have passed from Yom Kippur until now. But this Kaddish is for those that have a yahrzeit on this Shabbat, or if you're in the midst of Shloshim, or the first year after death. So if there are names that you would like called, you can see those on the screen right now, and to those names we add the following.
Max Bernstein, Suzanne Schwartz, Dorothy Bernstein, Leslie Newman, Maria Luisa Martinez, Sally Friedman, Anita Ben Nathan, Ruth Young, Diane Ring, Theodore Kramer, Helene Laub, Howard Moss, Charlotte Yamim, Izzy Singer, Esther Harris, Marilyn Blank, Carol and Barry Kay, Grace Kasdan, Joan Kecker, Sylvia Zussman, Irene Ladros, Carol Georges, Charles Kramer, Parvin Hakakian, Mike Hughes, Norman Seawitz, Francis Mathis. Renee Cassine,
So to all those names that are listed before you, and all those names that were called, we add those that have no one to say Kaddish for them. We have those that were lost in the Holocaust, and all of those that have been lost due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and those that have lost their lives in the violence of recent times. We say Kaddish Yatom.
also Bess Lurie.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu, Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiron be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen. May the one who causes peace to reign on high, cause peace to reign among all of us in this world. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. Now I'd like to send us out to Jeffrey Wharton's somewhere in Los Angeles for a special greeting.
As we continue to worship at home, I think about the poem that E.E. Cummings wrote in 1952 as a gift to his third wife, Marion Morehouse. It begins, I carry your heart in mine. And as we continue to be separate but connected, I know that we carry each other's hearts in our own hearts. I want to thank the clergy again for a beautiful service. And on behalf of my co-presidents, Scott and Myra and Kristen, I want to wish you a wonderful weekend and a Shabbat Shalom.
That concludes our Shabbat service. You can join us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for our Shabbat morning service, followed by a Zoom teaching. But for now, we're going to move to Yizkor, the service where we remember all those who existed in our lives that are no longer here, so that we can remember them and we can bring them into our lives once again. There is so much mystery in life. Every day, the mysterious happens. Even now, when we know that each day we will wake up and stay where we are, we don't know what will happen. We don't know the conversation. We don't know what we will feel, how we will feel, even who we may encounter digitally. Mystery is a part of what brings meaning to our lives. It's what spurs us on to discover our own meaning, our own purpose, our place in this world. And the mystery of why we are here, of who we are and what is our purpose and what is meaning, that has been baffling rabbis in Judaism for millennia. Our creation stories give us a little bit of purpose, that we need to care for this world. Even the holiday Shavuot gives us a purpose, to continue to carry the spiritual teachings and the lessons of our tradition to the next generation. But even the direction that the Torah gives us, or the direction that Shavuot gives us, or any holiday, or any commemoration, what they attempt to set out for us, everything still is a complete mystery. The rabbis of the Mishnah and the Talmud, I'm sorry to say, may offer only a tiny bit of inspiration for us on this topic. In the Mishnah, Rabbi Elazar HaKapor in Pirkei Avot offers that, quote, "Against your will you were created. Against your will you were born. Against your will you live, and against your will you will die." That statement is true. We don't ask to be born, and we have no idea when we will die. And indeed, even what happens to us day to day, so much of that is an absolute mystery, and it happens to us whether we want it to or not. Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel, the two great schools 2,000 years ago, have an equally dismal take on human existence in the world. After arguing whether humanity should have been created at all, they come to the conclusion that it would have been preferable had humanity never been created in the first place, because we're filled with the Yetzer Ra, with the ability and inclination for evil. So, okay, we didn't ask to be here. Perhaps the world might have been better off if human beings were never created in the first place. But humanity exists. And whether it is our choice or not, each one of us is here during this time. Shammai and Hillel recognize that as well, because after that conclusion they write, quote, "Now that humanity has been created, a person should examine their actions, what they've done, and seek to correct them." Now that humanity has been created, now that we are here, whether it's against our will or not. Ecclesiastes took it up from there. Ecclesiastes recognized the mystery of everything. And he looked at our human experience and understood that all of us are, every single one of us, is destined to experience moments in our lives. But then he writes, God brings everything to pass precisely at its time, but God also puts eternity in our mind without humanity ever guessing from first to last all the things that are brought to pass. Thus I realized, said Ecclesiastes, that the only worthwhile thing there is for them is to enjoy themselves and do what is good in their lifetime. Also, that whenever a person does eat and drink and get enjoyment out of his or her wealth, it is a gift from God. So, it's all a mystery. It's all a gift. It's all beyond our true understanding. Except it's not. It's not all a mystery. For when we come together on an evening like tonight, or on the other 3 times during the year that we remember those who came before us, we know something for sure. We know the stories of the lives that we remember. We know who our loved ones loved, who they helped, who they hurt, who they touched, and who they spurned. We know what they did and how they did it. We know what they said and how they said it. What we know the deepest, however, is how they made us feel inside. That's what we do here together tonight. We feel those who we loved. We take the mystery of our lives and fill it with the truth of those who influenced us to find our place, to find our meaning, and to find our purpose. For it is through them, through all of those ancestors that came before us, that we've arrived at this moment of our unfolding, unraveling stories. And with their help, we can begin to unlock the mystery of our lives as well. So now we continue with our first offering for Yizkor, a melody that talks about how important it is to keep that love in our hearts and the feeling that we have from all of those who came before us.
It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love hope, dream to be, and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lifted me, for your laugh once lifted me, for your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love. Tis a human thing, love, to love. Has touched.
Through the years, Rabbi Meir Heller would read the reading I'm about to read every single Yizkor service on Yom Kippur. It was written by Rabbi Alvin Fine, who was the senior rabbi at Rabbi Heller's first pulpit in San Francisco. And as I read it, I always think of Rabbi Heller with his booming voice and his incredible energy that he brought into our sanctuary. It is the poem, Birth is a Beginning. Birth is a beginning, and death a destination. But life is a journey, a going, a growing from stage to stage, from childhood to maturity and youth to age, from innocence to awareness and ignorance to knowing, from foolishness to discretion, and then perhaps to wisdom, from weakness to strength, or strength to weakness, and often back again. From health to sickness, and back we pray to health again. From offense to forgiveness, from loneliness to love, from joy to gratitude, from pain to compassion, and grief to understanding, from fear to faith. From defeat to defeat to defeat, until looking backward or ahead, we see that victory lies not at some high place along the way, but in having made the journey, stage by stage, a sacred pilgrimage. Birth is a beginning, and death a destination. But life is a journey, a sacred pilgrimage made stage by stage, from birth to death to life everlasting. We now continue with Psalm 121. I lift my eyes to the mountain. From where will my help come? My help will come from Adonai, who's the creator of heaven and earth. On Saturday mornings, Ruth Weisberg has been reading some beautiful poems before Kaddish. We asked if she would read a special reading for this Yizkor service. Ruth?
Death is Not the Enemy by Rabbi Joshua L. Liebman. Death is not the enemy of life, but its friend. For it is the knowledge that our years are limited that makes them so precious. It is the truth that the time is but lent to us, which makes us, at our best, look upon our years as a trust handed into our temporary keeping. We are like children privileged to spend a day in a great park, a park filled with many gardens and playgrounds and azure-tinted lakes, with white boats sailing upon tranquil waves. True, the day allotted to each of us is not the same length in light and beauty. Some children of earth are privileged to spend a long sunlit day in the garden of earth. For others, the day is shorter, cloudier, and dusk descends more quickly, as in a winter's tale. But whether our life is a long summery day or a shorter wintry afternoon, we know that inevitably there are storms and squalls which overcast even the bluest heaven, and there are sunlit rays which pierce the darkest autumn sky. The day that we are privileged to spend in the great park of life is not the same for all human beings, but there is enough beauty and joy and gaiety in the hours if we will but treasure them.
Thank you, Ruth. Now comes that time where we think about all those family members that have come before us, all of those people that have helped us to find that purpose I was speaking about earlier, the legacies that we follow, the people that were such an important and integral part of our lives that are no longer here anymore. So we will take time to think about them, and as we do, the cantor will sing Psalm 23, and then when we come back, we'll read in English Psalm 23 together. But now is the time to reflect on those whom you loved with all of your heart. Private meditation.
Adonai roi lo exar, bi Adonai roi lo exar, me menuchot al me menuchot yenach aleini, nafshi Yeshovev, Yeshovev, Yancheni b'maglei tzedek, Yancheni b'maglei tzedek, leman shemo. Gam ki Adonai roi lo exar, Adonai roi lo exar.
Let us read together the words of Psalm 23. God is my shepherd, I shall not want. God makes me lie down in green pastures. God leads me beside the still waters. God restores my soul. God guides me in straight paths for God's name's sake. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of God forever. Over this past 10 months or so, since Yom Kippur, there have been many members of our community who have died, members of our community who have lost relatives and friends. And we'd like to take a moment now to see all the names of those people who have passed since Yom Kippur to this Shavuot, and it will be accompanied by a musical rendition of a very famous poem called We Remember Them.
In the rising of the sun, we remember. In the blowing of the wind, we remember. In the opening of buds, we remember. We remember. In the blueness of the sky, we remember. In the rustling of the leaves, we remember. As the year starts and it ends, we remember. We remember.
When we're weary and need strength, we remember. When we're lost and sick at heart, we remember. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember. We remember.
So long as we live, they too shall live. They are now a part of us. They are now a part of us. They are now a part of us. As we remember, we remember. We remember.
We add to those names all of the names that have been put up on Facebook and YouTube, all of those members of your family that you are remembering in this Yizkor service. And for all those names and the names we saw on the screen, we chant El Malei Rachamim, the memorial prayer.
El Malei Rachamim, Shochein Bamromim. עושה מנוחה נכונה תחת כנפך השכינה. אם קדושים טהורים כזוהר רקיע מזהירים את נשמתם כולם שחלכו לעולמים. בעל הרחמים יסתירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים, ויצרור בצוח החיים את נשמתם. אדוני הוא נחלתם, וינוחו בשלום על משכבם, ונאמר Amen.
Compassionate God, eternal Spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to all those whom we love who have entered eternity. O God of mercy, let them find refuge in the shadow of your wings, and let their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is their inheritance. May they rest in peace. And we say, Amen. We continue now as we say Kaddish Yatom for all of our loved ones. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'halal shemei d'kudusha b'richu, Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring harmony to us, between us and all people of the world. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. As we conclude our Yizkor service, we ask for a special blessing upon all of us. May you feel blessed and safe. May you feel luminous and loved. May you feel joyous and whole. Peace to you.